So, my name's Kelly. We live in Wyoming. We have 40 acres. We got 3 Jersey Heifers, some Black Angus, motley crew my little mini herd. My heifers are supposed to be having calves in anytime after August 3rd. So right now they're out in our, I'm guessing, 30-acre field. And we're working on bringing them in, getting them used to the chute, getting them petted, working on halter breaking. And now that I let them out into the big field the other day, it's getting harder to track them down. They will come to a bucket of grain, which I have. But first I have to find them. I don't see them. They must be over the hill. So I'm going to look for them, see if we can find them. Once they spot my bucket, they'll probably come running. They are very food motivated, which I can totally relate to. So I'll flip the camera and maybe you can help me spot them. Maybe. Okay, so we got the windbreak, the big stock tank up on the hill, a little ravine that maybe once a year we get flood waters down. It's a dry creek. I don't see my girls, but there's a couple places they like to hide. My dogs are worthless. They won't find them. But we'll keep a lookout. So, I didn't see them in the first corner. My guess, they're hiding down, snuggled in the farthest corner of the field. I try to stay on the outside of the fence to lure them in with a bucket because they're big. They're nice and kind, but they'll get rambunctious, and I do not feel like getting trampled. So we'll walk up here over the hill and see if they're there. Look like the neighbor's getting a nice little pole barn. It'd be nice to get a new barn. We've been on this property 2 years. I think we closed on it June 2018. We used to live in Colorado. Due to my husband's business stuff, we moved up here to Wyoming and we love it. Yes, it is windy, but we don't mind. Wide open, less people, less traffic, and you're able to buy 40 acres up here versus the 5 we had down there in Colorado, which has enabled me to be able to have these Jersey cows. And yes, I am a bit crazy for having 3 Jersey Heifers that are big calves. It's gonna be a ton of milk. I am hoping to, oh no, I see them. They're in the other far corner. All right, I'll try this again. So as far as the animals we have, I'll get you a better close-up of them later, but over in the separate field we have Ms. Brown, who is a Jersey Cross milk cow. She's older. I got her last year to milk, and instead she adopted 2 of my bottle calves. So I ended up with 2 fat little bottle calves and no milk for us, but I was okay with that. For a buddy, right now we have the 3rd bottle calf from last year, a little Hereford named Odie, who she never let nurse. However, she loves him. She licks him and cleans him and enjoys him as a buddy. She is a bit angry at me because we gave her grain and she thinks she needs more. We're trying not to give too much right now because they are getting close to calving, and we're trying to dry her up so she can get a little bit of a break before her new babies come. But she doesn't understand that. So now I'm on the other side of the pasture where I saw tails. Oh, I see them. They're down there, relaxing. It's a much cooler day today. It's supposed to be about 73, I believe, today when it's all said and done. Last week we were in the mid-90s, which for us is pretty warm for June. Seems like we usually get the hotter weather in July or August, but they've been chillaxing, sleeping in, so to speak, in the mornings, which I don't blame them, because if you think about it, they're probably about 7-8 months pregnant. I know when I was 7-8 months pregnant, I enjoyed laying around, sitting around sometimes. So. Yeah, so I'll get over here by the gate, rattle the bucket, and hopefully at least, I really only need my 3 jerseys to come up. We do have 2 Angus low-line calves that were Miss Brown's raised up. They're yearlings now. We have our little bull who is about 2 years old. And we have Bess, who's an Angus low-line heifer, who's also hopefully going to have a calf, and she's 2 years old. But I really only need to work with the jerseys because the beef cattle, they can take care of themselves. She's super friendly anyway, so let's see what happens. One of them's looking at me. I think it's Honey. She's kind of my favorite. I believe she's pure Jersey. The other ones are Jersey Cross. I got them from a dairy in Colorado. The dairy went out of business, and one of the, I guess technically he was the grandson, he was in his 20s, had kept his own private heifers, and planned on to breed them and have like a small herd, but he decided it's too much work, or it just wasn't going to fit his lifestyle right then and there. So he offered them for sale, and I got them last year, about a year ago. We did try the artificial breeding, which didn't take, and so we finally just turned out the little bull, and I believe he's done his job. All right, we'll get a little closer, see if they'll come. They're ignoring me. Come on, girls! Trying to get them to come towards me, that way I can get a better head start. I am no runner. Oh, they're starting to get up. Come on, ladies! Oh, they're coming. They're coming. Again, if the calves stay and the bull stays, I'm totally fine. I just need my 3 jerseys. That black one to come in, that's probably Bess. She likes food too. I don't mind getting her friendly because, if something happens in calving, it's always easier to work with a cow that's somewhat used to being handled. Since we are just a small little place, we're not some of these ranches around here, they got thousands of cattle, but they have way more acreage also. Oh good, they're coming. Yep, I think that one's Bess. I think Bess and the bull are coming. Oh, poop, here we go. Their bellies are getting big. That makes me happy. Don't overdo it, ladies. All right. So this is our cow Nosy. We're trying to get her used to the milking stand. She's one of the 3 heifers. We're using, of course, bait. I'm just they're used to running through our chute. So now we're just kind of easing her in, let her check it out. And she's a real sweet cow. She has a crooked nose for some reason. That's why she's nosy. And of course she's gonna stick her face through the wrong hole. Oh, she's almost on the stand. That's the first step. Nope, don't crawl through there. Maybe I need to put a panel there. She needs to stick her head through the opening. I don't know the fancy word for it. Yeah, go through there, sweet pea. There you go, and there's grain in the bucket. I am not worried about locking her in today. This is more just getting them. This is amazing. She's doing wonderful. This is the first of the 3 heifers this morning. Just getting her used to being worked with so that she knows the routine. That way in a couple months, it's still going to be hectic. But hey, this is a pretty girl, Nosy. So I'm very happy. We got one more waiting her turn. Miss Cindy's still on the outside. I don't know if we'll get her in. We're waiting for her to go into the panel trap, so to speak. But, I'm very proud of Miss Nosy. Starting to develop a nice little udder. I'm trying to stay back from her today just because she's not locked in. I'm just trying to get her used to being in the stanchion. Beautiful girl. This is Cindy. She's kind of my brat. But she got in the chute before I had even a chance to run over here. So she got right into the milking stanchion and is gobbling up grain. My little helper. This is Megan. How old are you, Meggie?
6.
6. She's my excellent helper. She gave her a scoop of grain.
It's honey.
I have Elsie,
Mommy, it's honey.
who's my big helper. And then Emily, who's my middle helper. They all have their... oh, it's this? Who did I say? It's Honey,
Cindy.
right? Did I say Cindy? Oh my. She's even got an ear tag that has her name on it. This is Honey. Still the same cow I was talking about, just the wrong name. She's starting to get an udder. I have a feeling she's about a month behind or a couple weeks behind these other 2 heifers. Her udder just started developing a little later, but it is starting to get some development. Super happy. And she's a voracious, that's the right word, eater. A booby. She's a little bit more friendly, but they're skittish. We're working on halters, but we might do that later. Today we're just working on getting them in and out and get a routine set up. This is Buddy the bull. He's 2 years old. Not much exciting about him, but he's a nice boy. But of course, bulls gotta be careful around. Cindy is the one I need to come back around to the trap so she can be ran through the gates and get to experience the grain. She's probably trying to figure out how to, you know, just hop through the panels instead of walking around. Let's see, I have a feeling she's gonna be my first one to have her cat. Just totally guessing. We'll see what happens. Apparently Bess the beef heifer thinks she needs to be milk stanchion trained also. And now we have Cindy in here. She got in fast. They all want the grain, but they're all like, how do I get to it? They're standing on the other side of the fence lane. Here's Miss Nosy. She's like, one more. One more. And when these girls are in milk, they'll get more. I'm just trying to get them a snack again. Just getting them used to the routine. Miss Nosy. Yes, Buddy. Buddy the bull. Funny thing is, Megan, the 6-year-old, last year, her bottle calf, so to speak, she named it Bull because we told her it was a bull. Of course, he was banded and became a steer. So we have Bull the steer and Buddy the bull. It gets a little confusing. this fall, hopefully, Buddy, no, not Buddy, Bull the calf and Hamburger, Meatball, the other bottle calf from last year. We'll get them in for appointments. They have tentative appointments for October, November. Just less animals to feed over the winter, even if they would be a tad bit smaller. So we'll take those up. We live east of Cheyenne, about 25 minutes, 20 minutes. And the butcher shop I call is in Torrington, which is north here, about an hour. So not too bad for, we're used to longer distances. Is that doing? Again, we're not locking them in, we're just letting them chill out. And, yeah. Did you give her just one so far? Cool. Oh, that's not even a big scoop, so yeah. Just do it real easy. Talk to her while you do it. Okay, Cindy. Just talk to her while you do it. Let her know what you're doing.
I put the rest of the grain in the vehicle in there.
Is there, oh, that's all the grain?
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, that's good.
Good.
Oh, Bess wants to come through the chute. I guess you could open. I don't know. Or no, let's wait, because she'll just come over here and try to steal the grain.
Bessie.
Bessie the heifer.
My pet hole.
Kind of a pain.
This is eating I can pet hole.
Yeah, oh, that's good. That's good job, Maggie.
Really?
This one is Emily's favorite of the three heifers from Cindy. Elsie kind of favors Nosy because she has so much character with her crooked nose. And then I just like Cindy, even though she, sorry, it's not Cindy. Honey, even though she's a big old brat, she's pretty. And her name's Honey more for her color, not for her attitude. But she's pretty nice.
Well, she's friendly.
Oh yes. We have Bill, our magnificent cattle dog. Elsie's baby. Is he almost 9 months old now?
Yeah.
He's 8. The first he'll be 9 months. He's a little grumpy because he likes to help the cows. And sometimes it's not the right direction.
So I tied him up.
So he's tied up for the moment. He's grumpy.
He's okay.
Rubbing on the fence. This is the magnificent Meatball. He's a nice little guy. He's not super friendly, but he's fast. I think she hoped she was going to get some cookies by coming through. Do we have a cookie for Bess?
Yes, we do. I put a cookie into the bucket for her. Another one?
She's probably the only one of all of them we can walk up to in the pasture and actually pet.
See?
The other ones we can kind of pet their nose. But she also likes to crawl under fences. So that's why, was it last week? We spent most of the week running a hot wire around the entire field before we turned them out into the big field. And
then we got
knock on wood, they've stayed in. Cindy? Good job. Alright, so she's going to back up. I'm going to go around.
Yeah, I tied up.
I put a
cookie in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll go around. Excuse me, nose.
Are you still filming?
Yeah, I'm not a very good videographer, but oh well. Excuse me, buddy. Excuse me. Good boy. We do try to be very aware around him. He's never done anything, but bulls are bulls. Again, he's only 2, but probably keep him, breathe those ladies one more time, and then we will move along and find something else for the next round. Okay, honey. Or not honey. Just calling her honey, even though I know it's Cindy. Back up gentle. Back up gentle. Nice, girl. Back up gentle. Need to stack these panels here, but now I can't open the gate. All right. Easy, love. Easy. Trying to do everything nice and slow so we have a good experience. Come on. Back up. Good girl, Cindy. There you go. Nice. Well, that was a win-win, I think, girls.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a wrap. Bill has been released.
To the lion.
What are you doing, Mr. Bill?
Billy.
Sorry, Billy.
I want to shut this.
You can go chase some cows. Chase some cows.
I don't think.
Billy's playing with the bull. Hey, don't chase my girls.
They have to walk. No.
Does that make you feel better, buddy? Does that make you feel better? You get to use your ferocious, aggressive cow skills.
Sorry, buddy.
Did you get the big bad bull?
Let's go see Miss Brown and Odie.
You want to see Miss Brown and Odie? They're right there. You already gave them grain this morning, though, right?
Yeah. We also gave them some cookies.
Cookies?
That's all.
So what are these cookies we give them?
The apple horse cookies.
Yeah, they're actually horse treats, but they work really good for cows.
Hi.
So the little Hereford
Odie.
is Odie. This is Elsie's bottle calf from last year. He is like Mr. Chill.
Except he does like the apple cookies.
Yeah, well, he's not used to them.
Touch the
He
hot
didn't grow near as good as the other ones.
Get back.
Part of that's because she wouldn't let him drink off. I mean, obviously we fed him formula, but you can definitely tell the difference between a Jersey nurse cow fed calf and a bottle calf or formula calf. But they're good buddies. I think I mentioned earlier she's our older girl. She's over here to wean those 2 yearlings off of her, which yes was too long, but
Oh, was touching the
so she's working on drive. She's a good mama.
Fail.
She ain't gonna put up with that little cow dog.
Billy.
It's funny. She is
Smiling.
protecting
Cool,
poor yearling Odie
baby.
from the cow dog. She'll smash you in the ground, little man.
Odie over here. Me want green.
She's a bit of what my mom would call a battle axe, but
Oh, did it shock you?
she's a good mama.
Oh, okay. I thought it shocked you. Bill.
She'll be happy again when she has her baby.
Bill.
She's a little miffed that I took away her children, but she'll get over it.
Adorable too. Is it Odie adorable? Yeah. Our only cat has horns.
If we thought the dog was really bugging the cow, we would do something, but
There's just
we're somewhat playing. She's holding her own. We wouldn't let him just torture the cow.
we promise. Oh. See, he's like brave and
She's
scared.
obviously not stressed. Bill, you need to chill out though, dude. Bill,
Go with Lulu.
come on. That's enough. All right.